Hello, Thrivesters. Hello. I'm coming in hot and quick, okay? The reason why it's hot and quick, or the reason why it's quick, is because it is Memorial Day weekend. And on Cape Cod and in New England, Memorial Day weekend is it's like Christmas in the summer. It's when we all start cleaning off our patio furniture, getting all our gardening supplies. Some of us already have had our garden supplies taken care of. I just went to the garden center really quickly today, about an hour ago, to check on something really quick. And when I say this was like the Hunger Games, this was like the Hunger Games. I truly feared for my life backing out of there. But my point is, Memorial Day weekend. In New England, we have June, July, August, and September. That's it. That's the only time it's warm. That's the only time the sun is out. That's basically the only time we can do all these things that we love to do outside. So summer is my jam. That's why I'm coming in hot and quick to talk about the summer bucket list. I have talked about this probably this might be my third year in a row. And when I say the summer bucket list, I mean your summer bucket list. Here's what I mean. There's a difference between saying, oh, this summer I really want to fill in the blank. For me, let's go with outdoor concerts, okay? There's a difference between saying, I think this summer I really want to make sure I go to some outdoor concerts. That's great. Then the next step I would say is to write it down on a summer bucket list. I'm not calling it a to-do list on purpose. To-do lists to-do lists create a feeling of should, have to. Summer bucket list is want to. So maybe you call it your summer want to list. I don't really care what you call it, as long as you sit down and intentionally write down a few things that you want to do. No KPIs, no LPPs, no core desired outcomes. This is just a list of, here's what I want to do this summer. I say it every year. This is the year I really want to do it. And also, let's make sure we don't approach it as a to-do list. Let's make sure we approach it as, like, the way I look at it, if I do half the things on my summer bucket list, I'm so happy. And I have been doing this. This is my third year in a row of doing it. And I have to tell you, Thrivesters, it works. Because if we don't put it to paper and have that consciousness, like how I said that word really well, consciousness. If we don't put it to paper, it's like any other goal. I mean, it's a good idea. We like it, and then we forget about it. Whereas I now keep mine on my phone. I used to write it down. I am going to pull out my phone so I can go over it with you. And I do write it down. I just write it down on my phone. You can do whatever you want. Write it down on your phone, in your notes. Make a list. I had a cute little printout for it if that's something that you want. Get in touch with me. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, get in touch with me. Send me an email, nancymedoff@nancymedoff.com. I'll send you my summer bucket list template. It's free. It's fun. It's whimsy. So I want to tell you how I know this works. Well, I know this works because I know this works. And I know that the power behind intention is you start organizing your life around this list without even knowing you're doing it. Let me tell you what I mean. So a while ago, I started working on this bucket list. Let me see if I can see when I first started. I can't. So probably about 2 months ago, I said, all right, all these ideas like, I want to do that this summer. And, I want to do that this summer. And I just started a little list. And the first thing on my list is outdoor concerts. So I want to go to more outdoor concerts. I ask you this, Thrivesters. Do we think it's a coincidence that I already have 2 outdoor concerts booked? And this is concerts. This isn't, concerts in the park, which are delightful. This is Darius Rucker, if you must know, and Yacht Rock. So booked, tickets done, lodging secured, notes sent out to friends. Like, we're doing it. This isn't I'm going to put this in my calendar and hope I can make it. This is done, did it, committed to it. And I don't think that's a coincidence, but I jumped into that too quickly. Let me tell you what's on mine. Outdoor concerts, outdoor yoga on the deck. You might recall, if you've been here a while, that there is you can call it a hotel in Provincetown, 8 minutes away, that has outdoor yoga, I think like 4 mornings a week on their deck. And it's delightful. It is really delightful. And one of my friends and I, we go a lot, and I really liked it last summer, and I really want to make that a priority. Sunrises is a priority. I'm going to come back to that. Tennis. I want to play more tennis, play more golf. I want to have a garden party or a luncheon. I want to take the water taxi to the lighthouse for a picnic. I want to bring the Jeep out on the beach. And then there's a few other things on this list. The reason why I want to tell you about this is because, okay, I already booked the 2 concerts. I joined a tennis club. So this happened without me, like, I didn't sit down and say, I'm going to join a tennis club so I can play more tennis. Playing more tennis was on my list. So instinctually, I joined the tennis club. The Jeep on the beach, that has already been planned. The sunrises, listen to this. So I forgot about this list. I haven't looked at it. I mean, I've looked at it recently, but I haven't looked at it in a couple weeks. And I woke up this morning and I looked out the window and I said, you know what? I need to get with Danny and figure out how we're going to go see more sunrises and sunsets. Let me clarify. My husband will never wake up to look at a sunset. Never going to happen. Nope. I do. That's fine. But the sunsets, that was on the list. And I said to him last week, hey, when the kids are here, my grandkids, shout out to Ava and Zach. I said, when they're here, I really want to make sure we take them to the sunset. Like, they're 8 and 4. Are they going to really appreciate it? I think they'll be able to appreciate it for an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. And more importantly, subconsciously, this means that he and I are going to go. So it's really having it top of mind. You organize your life around this list without even realizing that you're doing that. And I love that. And by organizing your life around this list without even realizing that you're doing it, you protect your calendar from the other things. The Costco runs, the groceries, the emails, the appointments, the work. You know, we all work, whatever work looks like for you. We all do some kind of work. None of us are sitting around eating bonbons all day. This makes sure that you create the time for the things that are most important to you. Because I want you to remember, sometimes thriving is about intention and only intention. We have our systems, we have our disciplines, we have our rituals, we have all of these things, and they're very important. Sometimes you got to take a step back and go back to intention, which I like that word. I think it can be abused, not gonna lie. I think it can be a little abused because you don't just set an intention and wing it. You don't just manifest something, you don't. But when you set the intention and combine that with some kind of a solid list or plan or step, some kind of a step. I want to manifest something, and here's the first step I'm going to take towards that. Yes, I am here for that. So the point is, this keeps the good stuff front and center, and it keeps it off the back burner, because we all know that life gets in the way and we forget it. So what's the intention? And then go make it happen on purpose. So with that, my Thrivesters, I told you it was going to be hot and quick. It is Memorial Day weekend. Your girl is getting the barbecue ready. The garden already looks good. That's my priority, is getting it all ready this weekend. So I wanted to come in here, give you this little nugget, remind you that you get to decide what's a priority. And one of the best ways you can do that is to make yourself a little list. And I encourage you not to just keep that list in your head. Write it down, put it on your phone, tell your partner, tell your kids. I don't know, scream it from the rooftops. Put it on social media. Here's an idea. Put it on social media and tag it. Tag me. Summer bucket list, tag me. I'll share it. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's start a movement. With that, Thrivesters. Oh, before I forget, speaking of intention, I do have one spot left in my Summer Buzz Coaching Intensive. So this is 3 sessions, me and you, 3 sessions. Ideally, we do it in 3 weeks. This is a really down and dirty, high energy, one-on-one, let's go, what's the thing? And I promise you, by the end of these 3 sessions, you will have your plan rather than daydreaming about it all summer. You'll have your plan so you can go enjoy your summer. With that, Thrivers, Thrivesters, peace out, and go out there and thrive like you mean it. That's a wrap, Podsters. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Thrive Hive podcast. Hopefully, after listening today, you're feeling a little more fired up, a little inspired, or maybe a little more like yourself and like the person that you know you're meant to be. And if you loved today's episode, take a screenshot, share it on Instagram, tag me. I love to see where and when our Thrive Hive is growing. And if you're thinking about someone who you think should really listen to this episode, send it her way, because we all deserve to go out and live that life we worked so hard to build. Now, go thrive like you mean it.